that I'm live. And I'm actually early today, so that is even more impressive. It's too bad you can't have like background music. That would be awesome. Good morning, how are you? I know, every time that we're streaming, I think it would be awesome to have some type of background noise, but then, you know, it is what it is. Not that I need to worry about the dreaded demonetization just yet. I am getting a timer for us to use. Tamara had a really cool timer the other day with a rocket ship. That was really cool. Hello, Michael. How are you today? Good morning, Tegan. How are you? I watched your video this morning while I was dropping off Mini Monster at school, and I thought it was very interesting and very on point. So, and I like that you were talking about the online library. That's always really cool. Yes, very true. Best-selling author. One author's perfect background music isn't another's. As long as it's not like anything with lyrics, I'm good. I can handle just about anything. Good morning, Persephone. How are you? Good morning, Tanya. How are you? I am going to get our timer set up. Let me see. I believe there it is. Now then, let's make sure that this is working. There, I think the timer is a little bit more important than my face. And let me see if I can get, no, that's not what I want. No, oh, yep, that'll work. That will definitely work. What are you guys working on this morning? All right. watch it again too, and I wanted it to delete the video as soon as I did, but that's part of the course. Yeah, when I first started making videos, I wanted to delete every single one of them because it was weird. Like, I had a lot of fun making them, and then looking at myself and hearing my own voice through the computer, I was really weirded out. And that's why a lot of my original videos that I made have like my kids and my niece, and we're just goofing around because I needed, I just needed to kind of get used to it, and I didn't want to do it by myself because nobody likes doing anything by themselves, right? So, oh yeah, I was really slow waking up this morning too, and I think if I didn't have to take Mini Monster to school this morning, I totally would have just gone back to sleep. So, right on. How was your book that you were working on, Tegan? I know you were working on a book for, I think it was last Nano. How did that work out for you? Awesome. Oh, you know what? I should probably... Oh, our timer's counting down. I didn't even notice that. Fantasy web novel. Awesome. Sounds like everybody's got a plan for today. Well, cool. Well, I'm going to go restart this timer, and then we will get this show on the road. So today I am working on book 2 of The Awakening. Well, it's actually, I keep calling it book 2, but it's actually book 1.5 because I got a lot of requests for more about Cassius, and so I am actually writing from his perspective this time, and it's very interesting. When I first started writing from his perspective, I was like, okay, I got to think like a man and all of this, and then I had to stop because I was like, well, I wasn't thinking like a man, or that's kind of strange to say it that way, when I wrote his character originally. And so I had to really go back and rethink about how I was going to write 1.5. And then once I decided how I was going to write it, I decided that I wanted it to bridge what's going on in book 2. So it's book 1 and then 1.5, and then it will all come together in book 2. And I think it's going to really be cool. I think it's going to work out really well. Right. So good. Persephone's going to stay awake. I don't think that you sound any particular way. I think if you have like a microphone, it'll help project your voice a little bit better. I have a microphone, but when I use it, I sound like I'm screaming at people because my voice projects really well. It's all the practice that I've had with yelling at little ones. So, okay, so Tegan, it didn't work out. Things just kept popping up and getting in the way. Yeah, I know. That's life. It's insane. Things are always popping up. But maybe you can revisit it again in the future and attack it. So, and then Persephone's 0 drafting. Oh, I love that. So, all right, well, cool. Well, then why don't we go ahead and we'll start our first 15-minute sprint. I really want to get some of this writing done today. I'm not using the productivity app anymore. It really started causing some issues with my psyche, and so I decided to ditch it. So we're just going to go ahead and use the timer that we have on YouTube because it's really awesome. And yeah, it'll be fun. Holy cow. I didn't realize my... All right. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. How did everybody do? Oh no. What happened? I lost my totally awesome timer. All right, so awesome. Sarah came to join me. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Ain't nobody talking about Dana's sexiness. Well, it's Monday morning, you know, we've got to, and I don't have my, you know, I guess maybe if I changed my shirt, but I think my Riding Tribe shirt's pretty sexy. Oh, yeah. So, how did everybody do? Michael got 207. Good morning, Wendy. How are you? Persephone got 539 words. That is incredible. I wish I got 539 words on a Monday morning. The time on Caro's spreadsheet says, oh, you know what? I used to be at 9, which would be 12 Eastern Standard Time. And then I decided to go ahead and change my time to 10, which would make it 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because it was just between dropping off Mini Monster and trying to make it back in time and getting everything set up, I just felt really rushed. So my new official time is going to be 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which would make it 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Caro's really working hard on that schedule, so I'm really thankful that she's putting it together. And Persephone is brainstorming like crazy. And Tegan managed to get a rough outline of chapter 2. That's really awesome, Tegan. I'm not an outliner. I actually tried when Save the Cat Writes a Novel was like the big thing, and everybody was really excited about it. I tried using it to outline, and because I thought maybe if I outlined my book, I would write faster. And I discovered that I wasn't writing at all because I would get so frustrated with it. Yeah, so I had to kind of put it aside and just do what comes naturally to me. So, yes, I know. She was actually last Monday, she was really sick. Like Mini Monster got super sick on Wednesday, and we actually ended up in urgent care twice last weekend. And then Monday, she was just sick. And so I was actually really excited to see her and her shenanigans, because she hadn't been out of bed all weekend. But she's back on her feet now, and I'm sure you will see if you tune in on Friday to Sarah's live stream on Friday nights. She's always doing some kind of shenanigans on Sarah's stream. So Tanya got 266 words. That is so awesome. And Dal is here. Good morning. Good evening, Dal. I know it's getting late there. So yeah, I wanted to give it a chance. I think that Save the Cat writes a novel, because there's two. There's one on screenplay and then there's one on novel writing. And I think that it's got a lot of great advice and that it is beneficial to people who can use it. I'm just not one of those people. I'm like all over the place. I think that's the problem. I'm too scatterbrained to be organized, and that's what Save the Cat Writes a Novel is trying to do. And yeah. So, oh, what happened? I only have one of three, 1/3 of a page left for today's goals. Awesome. Yeah. You shouldn't stress. Don't stress out. When you stress out, that's when your brain starts to shut down, and it's totally not worth stressing out over. So, I'm not sure if you guys saw on my Twitter or in the AuthorTube page, there is a raffle copter going on right now. I was going to do a raffle in July to celebrate my 200 subscribers. And then I got sick and I was gone for like 6 weeks, and I was going to do the raffle today, and all of the stuff that I had set up and was ready to use disappeared. So I am doing the raffle copter. So if you see that, it's not spam. It is actually me. So go make sure that you get signed up so that you can be a part of that 200 subscriber raffle. I'll be giving away an autographed paperback copy of The Awakening. There's candles, bookmarks, and then I'm going to do like writer snacks, like the snacks and the drinks that I use when I'm writing. And then I'll throw in some of your guys' favorite snacky time foods as well. The writes a novel. Yeah, it's not for me. Yeah, I'm not a plotter either. I like the way that I just like it to naturally evolve, and I think that it's fun to do that. Tegan is spelling. Yeah. And research is fun, and then you can get lost in the rabbit hole of research. Speaking of cats, there's no saving mine. Okay, but when you say that, do you mean it because he's being a mischievous little shit, or is he sick? Because I know my Shira she has been tearing up paper, and she actually ripped up some of the work that I've been working on. And so I'm going to go find her a bed that I'm going to put it on my desk, and that's going to be her spot, because I think that she is trying to find a way to get comfortable next to me when I'm writing. Oh yeah. Yep. And that's what I really like. I like it when the story just naturally evolves, and you can have arguments with your characters because one really wants to be in the story more than the other, and you're like, listen, I'm the god of this universe, shut the hell up and get in line. Oh yeah. Yep. I came into my office the other day, and a June bug was sitting on my desk. And she had like gotten its wings so it couldn't fly anymore, and so it was just like trying to crawl. And I really like June bugs. So I was a little bit disappointed that she just thought it was a good idea to go ahead and try to eat one. But that's what they do. That's what they do. And then I once had a cat that would actually like leave lizards and snakes and stuff on the front porch. Just here you go. And then I had another cat who thought it was a good idea to go ahead and give birth on my pillow in the middle of the night, which was super creepy. So, you know, cats are just, they're just fun. Lots of fun. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I can totally see that. And that's one of the things that I was having problems with as well with Save the Cat was um, it did weigh heavily on the single point of view. And so when I would have multiple points of view, you know, it would flip flop from one character to the other. Um, it made it too complicated. Yeah, I don't like complicated. Complications drive me insane. So yeah, that's, well, maybe your cat's just trying to make sure that you don't starve. You know, whatever it eats, it feels like you need to have some as well. That's love. That's just how it is. So, oh yeah. I don't hate all bugs. I hate bugs in my house. So, I do the best that I can to keep them out of my house, and any bugs that are outside of my house are safe. You cross the threshold and it's game on. So, but all right. So I didn't even do the math on my. All right. Um, Hold on. I got a visitor. I'm sorry. So, all right. So I had a visitor in my office, and it was my husband reminding me that I forgot the trash can in the kitchen. And we have 5 puppies, 5 Malamute puppies that got a hold of the trash can. And apparently, Harley, our very mischievous Malamute puppy, was literally upside down in the trash can with just her feet and her tail was just whipping back and forth. She was so happy to be in that trash can. So fortunately there wasn't hardly anything in it. We took it out last night, so when I brought the dogs in, there wasn't anything. There was some puppy pads in there, so I don't know what she was excited about. But all right, so why don't we go ahead and do another sprint? And a lot of times what I do, since we're talking about our methods and plotting and not plotting, is I'll carry my notebook around with me and I will just start writing. It's the weirdest thing. I'll be in the supermarket and all of a sudden I'm standing in the middle of the aisle, which I'm sure people love. And I'm writing a next paragraph or whatever the case may be. And then I bring it home because inspiration hits you when you least expect it. All right, so apparently now they are drinking Mountain Dew as well. It's always something interesting in my house. You just never know what's going to happen. So I got 2, 6, 3, 2, All right, so I did a whopping 179 words. So this next sprint, it's going to be my priority to beat that. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. And okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't talking to myself. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. How did everybody do? Good morning, Tamara. How are you today? Well, I will keep my eyes glued to the news to see if the city goes down. I'll be like, I know this woman. You'll be famous. We could do like a whole thing. Go ahead. You have my permission. Do it. So I got a whole whopping 166 words, which is sad because I really did. I thought, wow, I'm doing super good on this one. Apparently not as well as I thought I did. What did I do? All right, I think the timer is just going to change. It is. No. Well, I'll go back and find that other one. All right. Oh, it's just not wanting to work with me today. All right. Everybody's talking about Godzilla. Godzilla would be fun. And the timer is just doing its own thing. Awesome. Persephone got 460 words. That's fabulous. Michael got 169 words. We are on the same page today. Over a page of handwritten. Yeah, that's. Do you handwrite it, like, and then you go back and type it in? Yes, we are totally going to say we knew Sarah when she burned the town down. Awesome, Tegan. You started chapter 3. Hellhounds. That sounds very interesting. Are you writing like a horror, or what is this book going to be? Awesome, Tamara. Oh, Sarah is a very nice person. She'd only burn the town down for a really good reason. Paragraph newly written. Awesome. I think that's where I get held up a lot of the time, is I start seeing the dreaded red lines, and so I stop and I have to go back and try to fix them. And I need to just, I either need to turn them off or I just need to ignore them. Typically, I'm really good about ignoring them, but for whatever, today they're just driving me insane. So yes, but if Sarah does end up burning the town down, she's got a whole platform of authors who will write her story. We could probably make some good money off of it. Make sure she has plenty of tacos. Famous people get preferential treatment in prison, so it'll all be all good. We've got this thing. We've got it covered. Yeah. The vomit draft handwritten. I like that. Maybe I'm going to have to start calling my first draft the vomit draft. Yeah. I've noticed, like, after I write the first draft, I know the story better, and then I can go back and I can start, like, filling in all of the what the hell's going on here places. Oh yeah, I've noticed if I am writing in the middle of the night and I'm completely exhausted, my writing is so much more interesting. And I think that's just because mentally we go somewhere where when we're well rested, we're more alert. Fantasy adventures. Oh, cool. Yeah, you know what? I've had a couple of stories that I've been too afraid to write as well, especially if people in my community found out I was the one that was writing them. That was a huge fear of mine. And now maybe it's because of my age or maybe because my kids are getting older. I don't care anymore. So I'm like, gonna write whatever I want to write because that's how you're writing for you, not anybody else. And if people buy it, that's fabulous. But it's your story. You've got to tell it. Yeah. I try not to fix too much as I go, but I mean, if it's like a blatant typo or whatever, I'll just go ahead and, because I'll put letters backwards. Like I have all the right letters, but they're not in the right order. And so I'll go back real quick and fix those. But I try really hard to wait until I'm done to go and actually make huge fixes. Yes, tacos for life. We will make sure that Sarah has plenty of tacos in prison. So, and I think, like, I don't know about Illinois, but here in Arizona, like twice a year, you can actually like cook food and bring it in. So we'll have to see how much it would cost to get her like a private chef in prison. Could be like one of those mobster movie settings, you know? We'll set her up like that. We have to start selling a lot more books though. Yeah. Vomit draft is very popular. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense if you're posting your web novel chapter by chapter. I think that's how our friend CJ does it as well, chapter by chapter. So that would make sense. I'm realizing that I really need to get something to replace my broken laptop. Oh yeah. That's my biggest fear. Like I'm so afraid Shira's gonna knock my laptop off my desk or something. Fortunately though, my children both have the all-in-one desktops. So if something did happen to my laptop, I would have to take some time to learn how to use an Apple all-in-one, but I would figure it out until I could get back into a laptop of my own. But that doesn't mean that it's okay for you to knock stuff off my desk, Kat. I came in this morning and like everything was on the floor. I was just like, what do you do all night? Just attack everything? Yeah, she's a little bit of a psycho. So All right, guys. Well, are we ready to do another 15-minute sprint? What are you doing? All right, let's go ahead and get it started. I've got to do my timer. All right, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that is time. How did everybody do with your projects that you are working on today? I don't know what is going on with me today. I got 117 words. It's like, okay, I'm relaxed and I'm totally into this, and I'm just basically looking at the words and typing them into the computer, and I'm slowing down. It's because it's getting to be lunchtime, and that's okay. Woohoo. All right. Persephone got 445 words. That is awesome. Wendy, good morning, Wendy. Awesome. I love it when people are victorious. Oh, that's awesome. Day job shit sucks. Michael got 225 words. Awesome. Jace got another full page. That's awesome. It takes me a long time to handwrite, so that is very awesome. The USS. Awesome. Michael surpassed his word target for today. That is totally awesome. I would like to get the next like 4 pages that I wrote into the computer and saved, which I just recently discovered that my autosave is turned off on this Word document I'm working on right now, and I don't know how that happened. So if Kara was here, she would remind you all to save your work so that it doesn't get lost. And I was about to totally lose it. All right, so are we going to do another one? You guys up for another one? We've got time to do another one. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I have kids, and I know their trash pile can build up. If I was a mean mother, I would show you guys Mini Monster's room. Maybe the shame of that dump would cause her to clean it. Awesome. Tanya got a chapter finished. That's totally awesome. Oh, okay. Yeah, her rocket ship, I didn't even know that it was animated. I wasn't paying attention. And then when I finally saw that it was actually animated and going by all the planets and space stations and stuff, I was like, that is totally awesome. All right. Awesome. It looks like everybody is down for doing another one. Awesome. Well, then let's go ahead and get started on another one. And yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. So here we go. We'll get started in as soon as I can figure my life out. So it might take a few minutes. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's time. How did everybody do? I think that I got like, I'll find out for sure, but I think I ended up getting like 10 words, and then I realized that what I wrote doesn't make any sense. So I have to look at it again and figure out where I went wrong. Oh, I was wrong. It was 14 words. I got a whole whopping 14 words, and then I realized that I had made a mistake. So how did you guys do? Persephone got 420 words. Did you really, Persephone? Are you starting fun happy hour early? No. Oh, man. Yeah, I've got a sandwich sitting right next to my laptop. I made a PB&J before we started because I was like, I always, for whatever reason, I always get like, not necessarily hungry, but like snacky when we're live streaming. So just in case that happened, I was like, it's going to be here. Wendy got clothes put up, which is always good. Productive day. I need to put my clothes away. Michael got 227 words. Bravo. And Jace got a case of Ooh Shiny. Yeah, I do that. I get distracted all the time. Like sometimes I'll go and like, so one of my characters is in prison right now, but because he has like, I don't want to say magical powers, but for the sake of this conversation, magical powers, I had to find out a way that I could get him to be in prison and completely helpless. And so I started doing research on like magical, mythical metals and stuff like that. And I think I ended up spending like 6 hours just going through different websites and different books and doing lots of research. So I get distracted by Ooh Shiny research all the time. So Tegan started researching. Very cool. Go to Walmart. Yeah, after we're done with this, I've got to go over to Fry's. I'm making, my mom dropped off a big old like thing of steaks, and so the family wants carne asada for dinner tonight. So I got to go get the stuff to marinate the meat. Oh, don't be sorry, Wendy. I'm exactly the same way. Like, I swear there have been times where I have gotten up and I'm ready to write, and I look around and I'm like, okay, before I write, I need to clean this up. And then I clean that disaster up, and then I'm like, ooh, I need to go over here and clean this disaster up. So I totally understand. And you really do. You get like, when your environment is organized, I think the words flow a little easier because you're not thinking of all the other things that you have to do first. What I need to do is I need to realize I got into this really bad habit when my kids were young that, oh, I had to deal with all this first and then deal with me. So I always got put on the back burner. And now that my kids are an age where they can take care of themselves, what I really need to focus on is making them take care of themselves and their things so that I can actually do for me, like sit down and write my book. So Tanya got 189 words. Awesome. And Persephone. Yep. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is when I'm writing. And it's weird because either I'm writing adult romance with graphic scenes in it, or I put on my alter ego and I start to write erotic scenes, and it never fails. I get hungry and I have to laugh at myself because it's like, what is it about this genre or these topics that make me like snacky? Because my characters don't eat very much in the book. So I'm not talking about food, but I don't know. It's very interesting. And I don't know, maybe if I think more about it, I can put the two together. Why writing sexy time stories makes you hungry. See, I'm just talking about it and I'm like, okay, I need to start eating some chocolates or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, all right. Well, I think on that note, I am going to wrap it up. It is getting to be about noon in Arizona. I'm looking out my window. There is not a blinding glare coming off of my truck because there are beautiful gray clouds in the sky. It's my favorite kind of day. So I think I'm going to go out and chat with my husband for a little while, eat this peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then venture out into the carne asada world. So yeah, yes, I would agree with you. Yeah, I think that you are very right. Our genre makes us hungry. Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna take off. I got some stuff to do, but I just wanted to remind you guys that you can get my book, The Awakening, at Amazon.com. You can also go to my website, DanaGauthor.com, and you can find all of my social media there. The raffle copter goes until Sunday, and the drawing will be September 23rd. That's next Monday. So be sure to get over there, get signed up so that you can get some snackies and one of the candles that were custom made. Let me show you these candles. They were custom made for my book launch from Cauldron Candles. And they are scented. They're soy-based candles, and they are scented with essential oils that I use when I diffuse while I am writing. So So yeah, so it's going to be totally excited. You are so welcome. Thank you all for coming and joining me. I had a lot of fun. This is my first, well, I think it's my second live stream that I did solo. So I thank you all for being here with me this morning. And I will see you tomorrow on Sky's channel. Yeah, so until next time, have a fabulous day. Get all the words written, and I will see you later. Bye. What is it doing? Here we go. All right. Bye, guys.